Frederick, we're here today as if Kitty is with us, and so if anytime you want to say something, say hello, Kitty, and whatever.
Hello, Kitty. Coin a phrase.
Is that a moving picture camera? Or is that a...
Oh, it's a
You bet it is.
It is.
Hi, Kitty. Here we are. We enjoy it.
I think one of the first times I met Kitty was at, do you remember when the Phyllis McCoy had the New Year's Eve party? That was one of the occasions when she had just taken up the, and Kitty, you had just taken up the washboard and you were at Phyllis's house for the New Year's Eve party.
Do you remember the year?
Oh, no. Actually, probably about 2002 or 2003. And so you were playing learning to play with a lot of with bands, going from one together. Oh, you know what I just did? Isn't that nice?
They're both kidding us. Oh no! Hi, Kitty.
Kitty, we met you there at those New Year's Eve parties, which were a lot of fun. And I think you met a lot of good musicians there, and kind of got you started on. It was in the early years of playing that washboard. Wow, you came a long way.
I can't remember when I didn't know Kitty.
Isn't that interesting?
Oh, you didn't
I've known you for so long. It seems like, I don't know, always known you.
Yeah.
Love the washboard.
Behind the scenes.
When we played as the Hedgehogs, which we may do part of today.
I hope so. Because we're doing this on slides.
Going back to Kitty's interest in washboard, I recall it happening at Cafe, what's the name of the cafe where Bo Grumpus played? And we met you on the sidewalk outside, and Pete Devine had his washboard, and you were fascinated with that, and I think you wound up taking lessons from Pete. So really gotten some beautiful washboards over the years, and beautiful playing of them. Our time together goes way back, more than 26 years now, remember, on a professional basis, when you were with the State Employment Development and I was in a job search, and really valued your advice and help. About that same time, the professional association I was with, the National Association of Accountants, you were addressing them in very professional meetings, so you were always right on with advice and giving us all encouragement. So I've been thinking a lot about the years that I've known you, and it's all good. And Alan, when he helped me with transport of musicians to the festival, we had some good times together. Wish you well, Kitty. We love you.
It's gonna be
What?
What?
I don't know what to say.
Well, I can say something to Kitty. Kitty, I want you to know how much I appreciate you, how classy you are, how full of vibrancy and life. You're such an inspiration. And part of the wonderful work that you have done on this earth are the cocktail parties that you throw at Sutter Creek on that lawn. It is such an elegant and classy way to make that festival even better. And we will always treasure those moments and continue them forever. They are your legacy, among other things.
You're saying her legacy is drinking on the lawn?
She's a musician.
Well, Tom and I were talking this morning about the first time we ever played with you, Kitty. And the first time I can remember was at the Ragtime Corner when we were still in the lobby at the Hyatt.
The good old days.
Good old days when Tom and I played a 30-minute set, and you said, "Can I sit in with you?" And you and Donna Mae played with us. it was so much fun. After we played that 30-minute set, I think I floated through the next 3 days. I mean, it was incredible. Alan even video recorded it for us. And I was afraid to watch the video for about a year because I was afraid it wouldn't be as good as I thought it was. But finally, I watched the video, and it vindicated my feeling of how wonderful that set was. And since we've had so much fun playing music together over the last 10 years, and you are so much part of the Raspberry Jam Band, I don't think we would ever be able to find anyone else who does the kind of job that you do. We're going to really miss you.
Tom, anything?
God, these people are so eloquent. The only thing that really springs to mind at this, I'm sure there's plenty of other things, but I know you've sprung in and helped out in the middle of sets in the ice cream parlor, and that's always going to be a treasured memory of mine. Playing Rambling Through Town with you. Doesn't get any better.
That's true. I know you're
Hi,
gonna be
Kitty.
there.
Sean. You and I have actually never formally met. I've seen you on stage many times, and every performance I just look forward to seeing you on stage. And you brightened every performance that I saw. Thank you.
I'll come back later.
It's a hard.
She just another one of those.
Hi, Kitty. I wish you could be here today with us all. I first met you, and I don't know if you remember, but when we were in one of the Sutter Creeks, and that was your first time at the Sutter Creek Festival, and Hal looked across and said, "I know her." And then he proceeded to tell me how he knew you, and it just was always a nice feeling like that. So I just I always remember too, I thought it was such a nice gesture on your part when Hal went in for his operation down at the hospital on El Camino, was it? Remember? And she said if there was anything that Kitty said, if there was anything that I can do, how would you like to meet me for lunch or whatever, because you kind of wait around for a while somebody's under the knife. And I thought that was just a really, really nice gesture, and thank you for that. And you always look so happy when you're playing your instrument. And it's just, it makes everyone else feel happy that they're there.
Hi, Kitty. I remember, I met you before this, but we used to do the heavy shopping at the musician's corner when we were still at the Red Lion, and I remember pushing that cart full of stuff and unloading everything. And that was a lot of fun. I've always been sorry that we never got the three old gods together for a concert at my house. You and Squeak and Molly Coffee would have been a great performance. But so I wish you well. Thank you.
Hello, Kitty. Wish you were here with us today. I remember those parties that were already mentioned on the lawns, and seeing you on stage and picking up the pace with the percussion, and it was really added a lot to the music. And I know we're all going to miss that, not having you at the future festivals, but sure been fun. See you later, Kitty. Bye-bye.
Hi, Kitty. You've probably by now seen or heard from a number of people here. A few people couldn't make it that we wanted to be here. Squeak Steele, I spoke with her. She's heading to New Zealand tomorrow, so and getting across the snowy Sierras. So anyway, she wanted to be here and wanted you to know she wanted to be here. And she recalled the first time you met. She said it was 2005 in Sedalia at the Scott Joplin Festival. And she was having a set, a short 20-minute set, and you asked if you could play with her. And she said, sure, and it was Chicken Chowder. And Tom is going to play that in a while, so you'll hear that. And anyway, it's been a wonderful afternoon, and we are just really happy that we could just share this with you. So I think that's all I've got to say.
Okay, hold up the sheet music.
Oh, okay. And here's
there we go.
I knew that Tom would probably know this by heart, but I brought it anyway, just in case that he or maybe somebody else needed it. So here it is.
Kitty was good at doing things in the background and in the foreground at the same time. Which I don't know exactly how you do that, but fortunately she had the energy and the organizational skills to do those kinds of things, which some of us don't. And we're happy to defer to people like Kitty. I think she made name signs for everybody in the Sacramento Ragtime Society. And she did them with calligraphy. Also, for many years, she went to the student musicians contest, or whatever you call that, and
youth ragtime thing. She did all that in calligraphy.
And she did calligraphy on every one of those certificates for those children.
I didn't know that.
She's done a ton of things behind the scenes. Yeah, a lot of people like to, they like to be in front of the audience, but it's unusual to find someone who likes to be in front and is willing to work behind the scenes. So. Yeah.
Let me have another.
How do we play that back?
Behaved dog, and in 15 minutes turned into just a obedient thing.
That's E flag.
Yo!
What is the name of it?
I call it Vim and Vigor. It's a tentative title, I don't know. But it seems to work. It suits the mood. I think it suits her personality.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
And thank you for your tribute to Kitty. It's hard to know what to say, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
She's a special person,
Yeah.
isn't she? Okay,
Cheers.
see you guys later. A wonderful day.
Thank you. Bye.
Made my day.
Have a good trip back.
Thank you.
Safe trip.